I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast, Volume 193.
Woo!
Yes, we were born out of the pandemic. Originally a web series, which still exists, The Two Dicks. We have another episode in the can, and as soon as it's edited at some point, by the end of the year, it'll be up and running. But I've been doing a lot of traveling, and I'm doing the editing. I didn't outsource it. I'm Al Ducharme. I'm broadcasting live from Nantucket, Massachusetts.
Oh,
And Al Romas.
that once was a girl, right?
She was a slut. Al Romas is on a cruise ship. He's going to tell us which cruise ship, which location. I think he's at sea. Al?
I am at sea. Hello, Alfredo. You can see through the curtain there. Well, that's a lot of glare, but we're in the water. We're on the oasis of the seas and heading back to Bayonne, New Jersey. That's the home port, Bayonne. Imagine that. That is some start of a vacation, huh? We're going to Bayonne, baby.
I don't know much
Bayonne.
about it. I know of it. I hear it. I go in and out of Bayonne. It's close to Newark. It's the waterfront. It's an old naval area, and then they made it into a commercial shipping area, and now there's condominiums and a golf course. Is that true?
Well, it seems like you know quite a bit about it. It sounded,
the opposite
sounded
of what
like a sales pitch. It's like, all right, we'll take it.
I get a finder's fee for every condo.
Yeah, well, that was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know anything about it either. I've been there a few times. You fly into Newark, you take an Uber to Bayonne, and you get on the ship. I mean, I've been to a diner or two and walked around, but it's just a little New Jersey town. It seems nice enough, but Bayonne always had a bad rep.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you ever meet anybody from Bayonne?
I thought you said, did you ever rape anybody? I was like, what kind of a question is that?
That's the next question.
After I met them, I usually like to meet and then rape. I'm a polite rapist.
Oh my God! We are so canceled.
What is your name exactly? And where do you do for a living? And now I'll be raping. But
rape jokes are back in, by the way.
They are. They never went out. How about that'd be funny after a show. Instead of a meet and greet, you do a meet and rape after the show.
Oh my Lord. I have to edit all this out.
Oh, fuck you. Leave it in, buddy. Come on. So yeah, I'm on the old boat and that
was the original big ass ship, right?
This is the original one with the comedy club, and you do many, many shows. It's not like it used to be though. It used to be like 17 or 3. We're doing, I think, 10 for 7 days. So
that's manageable.
Manageable, yeah.
Do you get a night
manageable.
Off?
We do. We had the second night off. We were off on a Saturday, so it was like a one show Friday, and then off Saturday, and then you just do 2 a night every night for the rest of the week. So I mean, not bad. Mm-hmm. Not a bad schedule. And what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Go where the work is. You go and they tell you what to do, and then you do it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? Complain? Come on.
Well, back to me for a second. I made my trek. I don't know where we last left off, but I went up to Vermont with Bernadette Pauly, and we did a little show there, 150 people in the town hall. Did I tell you that the town hall, you have to sign up to use it to see if it's available? Because sometimes they have meetings in there, basket weaving, pie making, pie sales. It's a relatively new structure. It's gorgeous. Uh-huh. It's got 30-foot ceilings and what. It's a town hall, but it's like I understand. A throwback.
It's a town hall.
It's a town hall. It's a throwback to like 1900s, turn of the century, but it's all modern wood. Right next to the volunteer fire department, which is modern all tricked out. Yeah. So we're the only thing in town, so they come, and in order to get into
how big's
the
town
hall, well, it's it's 12 miles north of Woodstock, which is a pretty big population, and that's
not Woodstock,
New York. No,
the concert. No, this is
this is Woodstock, Vermont, where Rockefeller built his vacation home and created the entire town, basically one of the original Rockefellers.
Yeah, they're not good people.
No. Well,
The more you read about them.
The Vanderbilts and the Rockefellers did start all the public libraries free, so we
Okay.
gotta give it to them.
Out of guilt. Out of
Well,
guilt.
that was pre income tax, so they weren't paying taxes on any of their
Yeah. But
industry,
all those
oil.
bad guys, a lot of those bad guys, they always start those kind of things because it's out of guilt. They they feel they know. They're like, we better do something here. Give them a library.
Yeah, to become that huge.
We've stolen everything.
Yes, they've taken land from people, changed paperwork, killed people.
Yes.
So
you get a library.
They did a greet and rape, is what they did. They pillage and rape. Yeah.
But my point was, it's a big town, but I don't understand. Everyone comes in, but you said it was like 150 people. Is it that small a town, or is it?
I actually don't know the population. I think it's probably one of those things in the off season, but this was peak. It's probably like 1,200 people, residents, but it's farmland. Right. It's farmland. So we actually had to go to Kiss a Cow Farms and retrieve our dairy, our eggs. What? We got fresh eggs, farm to table food. And then plus my friends who have this farmhouse where we stayed, they have a full garden. So one night she was making a Caesar salad, old school Caesar salad, raw egg, by the way. But the eggs came right from the chicken's ass to the refrigerator. So we're not worried about salmonella. Right?
Are you often worried about salmonella?
Well, these days you never know how long the eggs are sitting out. And that's how you get the salmonella, unless you cook it. Yeah.
Okay.
They're not supposed to eat raw eggs. They're not supposed to do it. But witnessing it, I actually picked up the raw eggs myself. The eggs.
No.
They were still warm from the chicken's ass.
Ah, gross. I'm a city boy.
So anyways.
I can't. I buy my eggs at Pathmark.
I know you do. I know you do.
Yeah.
But these are
Publix now.
And there's a different taste, man.
Is it a different taste?
Psychologically.
Okay. Like a Cuban cigar.
Yes, which is made in the Dominican Republic.
Well, the ones you buy for $3 in Cozumel, yes.
I give those away. Want a Cuban? Want to go Hiba? So anyways.
So you did the show. Good show. Is it just you and Bernadette? Is there a local comedian joining the festivities?
Yes. The woman who produced it was a comedian out of New York. Her name is Vicky Ferentinos, and she moved up there. So
two broads on one show.
Yeah, I know. It's heavy. But she only did 10 minutes up front, and then we took over. But
all right.
We were in kayaks, and we had to go across the pond to the general store.
England?
No. It was called Silver Pond in Garnered, Vermont.
Wow. Because when you go to England, they call it crossing the pond.
Right.
So you crossed the pond.
I'm well aware. I got that part.
All right.
So we paddle on over to the general store and retrieve the key to the town hall. And it's a key with a string attached to a piece of wood that floats in case you drop it in the pond.
Oh, this
and
is
then we go back and then we unlock the town hall and we bring in the sound system and the makeshift stage.
Hey, kids, let's put on a show.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it was great. And we had some lights.
Were there benches with sawdust on them, and you have to brush them off? And were you sweeping beforehand? We could put the stage right over there. It'll be great.
And then we had to bring in the people by donkey.
Oh my God! Wow, this is quite that's exciting.
No, they had the regular folding chairs and whatnot, but they had it was a big industrial wheeled thing you push out, and then you take the chairs off and assemble them. And we just had to keep opening chairs because the ticket sales were flying.
They were through the roof.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
so that worked out.
And the show, good show. Like
it was great audience. It was almost too easy. It was one of those, hey, I'm funny, but calm down.
I don't know about those shows. I'd like to get one of those shows. Believe me.
It's too easy. It's an exaggeration. No, they were just.
I like a too easy show. We've all had them, but they're few and far between. I don't know, especially out on cruises. Where you go. That was too easy.
They were in the beginning when the cruises started up. It was kind of.
Oh, right. After the pandemic.
Were very easy. They were all pent up. And
Yeah,
now it's kind of back to work again. You got to work.
they're back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal. I mean, it's normal now. I was talking to Kelly last or a couple days ago, whatever, and I was like, I can't believe I was complaining about the empty ship I was on last year. You know what I mean? Because now it's 6,000 people. I can't get a chair anywhere. I can't eat. And I was back then. I'm like, I wish people were here. I'm alone here. Like, dude, I had the world by the balls. I
You
was
really did.
alone on a ship doing one show a week. It's
You
pretty
didn't know
nice.
how good you had it. I remember when it
I
was
know.
like when we started getting to 1,500 passengers.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a good number right now. I'm feeling
Yeah,
good.
let's stop here.
Because having the 700 to 800
Yeah.
was horrible
Mhm.
because there wasn't enough of them. And then, but at the same time, cruise directors and people in the main office would say, "Hey, we hit 1,250. Let's do 2 shows in the theater." And now you
Right.
have 2
That was
tiny
dumb.
audiences. You're like, come on, one show.
Yeah. Of course. It's so crowded though. And then I was in the gym the other day, and I'm on the bike. You know, I do the bike like a little
Like a
9-year-old girl. You know,
Yeah.
You know,
With the
I'm going to the
tassels on the
Swiss Alps.
handlebars.
I got the little video. I'm in Europe. You know, as gay as it can be. And there's a guy next to me on the treadmill walking, but he literally is just walking.
I'm walking here. You
He
on the bike. You got the tassels and you're going through the woods. Wow. Trees, alpine. Sorry.
That was pretty good. That was a good one. Yeah, I like that.
I know Kelly said we need more of that. So that's the reason I'm amping it up.
The peanut gallery has heard from him again. So he's walking on the treadmill, but literally walking like there's no effort. You know what I mean? The arms aren't moving. It's just walk. It's like just stepping. And so we finish around the same time, and I'm getting up, and he goes, "How you doing?" I go, "Good. How are you?" And he goes, "I'm good." He goes, "Jesus, I'll tell you what, though, I'm gonna feel it tomorrow, huh?" And he's pointing. I'm like at his legs. You're gonna feel what tomorrow?
Oh,
Sir,
boy.
you walked. Is this the first time you? What does this guy go to Starbucks? Come back? Oh, gee, I'm gonna feel this one. This is gonna hurt. I'm like,
Oh.
I've never seen less effort in a gym, and he's the first guy to go, "Oh, I'm gonna feel that tomorrow."
The thing is, he's not kidding. He's dead serious.
No, he was dead serious.
He's been on his
100%.
chaise lounge for the last 7 months, and this is the first time he's walked more than to the kitchen and back.
He went to the gym and did 5 minutes, and oh god, that's gonna burn. So yeah, but anyway, it's so crowded. Everything's crowded. I mean, it's great. We're back. It's great, but oh my god, you know, the buffet.
I feel like there's
they're
more of a
building
little.
bigger.
Go ahead. What's
Bigger
that?
ships.
Yeah,
Bigger.
they're
No, they're building. The next 2 are even bigger than Wonder than Wonder, which is the biggest. Oh, there's my phone. I'm not answering.
Dun, dun, dun.
That could be. For those of you who don't know, when a phone rings in an entertainer's cabin on a cruise
answer
ship,
it.
Thank you. It's not good news. It's not, hey, buddy, those shows were killer last night. We just want to thank you and send up a big fat hooker to blow you. You know, it's no, you're not getting that.
It's usually
we'd like you to do another one.
Yeah, the lead singer lost their voice, so we need you to go up and do 2 more shows of different material. After the crowd loved you, they loved you so much.
Exactly. We want to milk you dry until there's nothing left of you, so that people walk out of the theater going, "Oh, Jesus, that was awful."
I had a cruise director.
So that's why I don't answer.
Yeah, do that to me more than once. They loved you. We're gonna add another show, and I'm like, I've already done over an hour. And I don't have any ship material left.
Yeah, I don't have a team of writers. You know what I mean? I'm not whoever, nameless comic that
I can't do any
mention.
ship material because you did it during the Welcome Aboard show before I went on.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. Good point. So you're done. You're in that now. You're in Nantucket. What goes on? You're at the festival. Is this what's happening?
Yeah, we made our way from Vermont down to the Boston area, actually Malden, where my friends own Chemical One, the 1890s firehouse that they've converted into a home, and it's just every time we go there, every year or so, they do another project and it expands. It's amazing. Love that. Then we stayed there for 2 nights. We jumped on a Cape Air 10-passenger plane from Boston Logan Airport and landed in Nantucket.
I believe we
last night.
filmed.
I have some footage. Should I stick it in here?
Sure.
Okay, just make sure our internet is okay. We'll put it on right here. Now this is
I don't know. Are we having? Am I having Wi-Fi problems?
it just said Wi-Fi unstable, but then it went away. So that means we're
all week.
reconnected.
Everything's been great with the Wi-Fi. That
But you're at sea, buddy.
pod and I'm at sea.
You're at sea.
I'm at sea.
Absolutely.
I'm at sea.
I have a visitor. Kevin Flynn, stick your face in right here. Kevin Flynn, executive president of the Nantucket Comedy Festival. Can you hear?
How you doing? Welcome.
He says
to
welcome.
The Talking Dicks.
Good to see you. It's the longest sip of coffee.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, brother.
Hey, Kevin, what year is this of the Nantucket Comedy Festival?
16th.
The 16th year of the Nantucket Comedy Festival. It's
about the Two Dicks out soon.
What's that?
A little Two Dick show.
A little Two Dick show is going to be happening in the future. He just dropped that.
Nice.
We have it on record. He's going to have.
That's an exclusive. That's an exclusive.
Now he's showing me things that we shouldn't see
well,
now because he's changing and it's not good.
You know what you do?
He's changing. He's transitioning.
Hold on one second. He's pitching me. What's that?
You know what you do? Cut together a 5-minute Two Dicks reel real quick, and then you guys do stand up.
That's what we did in Florida at Fasani's.
Yeah.
He just said we should put our Two Dicks 5 minutes, and then you heard it.
I heard it, man. I like it.
We have it on
we'll
record.
do it.
All right. So 2023 Nantucket Comedy
We'll
Festival.
premiere Nantucket Dicks.
Submit a tape. I'll look at it for sure.
Maybe you can do it for the stroll.
Stroke will work, maybe. Yeah.
We'll have the Two Dicks night. Two Dicks,
and if
one
we could-
night.
And then we'll do comedy.
We could film. We'd have a Nantucket
We could have an
Dicks and,
episode down
oh,
here.
yeah.
We could do a Two Dicks
Yeah.
on Nantucket. Nice.
Oh, that'll be with 8,000
All right,
comedians.
Slick. I'll be done in a little bit.
That'll be fun. 8,000 comics, and we want to go back. We want to go back the other way. Our next episode's going to be like when bands go acoustic. They go. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to have a camera, a table, and the Two Dicks. That's the ep. You know what I mean? No extras, no characters, no nothing. Just straight on.
But every once in
comedy.
a while, I know we did the dog catchers. We did the toast.
Those were good.
Yeah, we did.
They're all good.
We even did the what was it called? Soda. What was the soda shop dicks? What was that called?
Soda
jerks. Soda jerks. We did that
Soda
to
jerks.
camera. We were talking to Captain Crunch to camera, and we were talking to
Right.
people that were coming into the malt shop to order, and we did that as a takeoff of the original, the interrogation.
True.
We were playing all to camera.
Mhm.
But to break away from that, we have other people
Yeah.
on, and we interact.
No, it's good. It's good. I mean, you couldn't have a web series of just two guys and nothing or no one else. But I'm just kidding around because when you
If you
think
had
of like
if you have 8 writers and a production,
yeah, of
studio,
course,
you could
of
do
course,
it.
that's what it is. It's just you and me and a blind director. Last time, so we have some issues.
Oh my God, that's what's making
The
me
blindest man in Vegas directed our episode.
When I do have time
to
to edit and I start looking at footage, I'm like,
oh my God, I can't.
all right.
Damn it.
I will do what I did last
so-
time. I will make the rough cut and send a copy to you and Bernadette Pauly, and then you guys give me notes, and then I take where you guys are saying the same thing, and I make that an automatic change. And sometimes I do an executive decision and override that decision, but
What? No,
that
it's just
that usually works.
all right. As long as it works.
Nine
do you have
out of 10
shows
times
tonight?
I go with what you guys say, just so you know.
Yeah.
But
Are
if I
you
make the
doing
change,
No,
if I make
we're-
if
they're
I make
having-
the change,
I think we're having separate conversations here.
okay. Go ahead.
No,
There's
you're
a
still.
delay.
I'm on. I was just. Yeah. I don't. It just fucking pisses me off. I paid $100,000 for this Wi-Fi. But are you doing shows? How many shows do you do at the festival? How does this one work for you? Like, do you?
For me personally,
Yeah.
I'm doing the Saturday night, the closing show. It's called what is it called?
The closing show, the final show.
Closing show, the final show. Oh, my brain is just not working.
Yeah.
It's called New York versus Boston, and I represent New York. Don't ask me why. Uh, and it's going to be Paul D'Angelo
But he's
representing
great.
Boston. Yeah, and
Great comic.
wow, my mind is slipping. Marla Schultz from New York. Myself. There's a couple people I have never heard of that are on it, so
Hmm.
we'll see what happens. And Brad Mastrangelo representing Boston. So it's Brad Mastrangelo and Paul D'Angelo on one team, so we know which way
That's a
that's
lot of
going.
D'Angelos.
Yeah, it's definitely going to go that way. Those guys are local humor, hard hitting stage destroyers, and I don't know a couple of
Right.
people that are on my team, so there you go.
It's like one of those guys you don't want to follow in a town because the middle act he's doing all the local references and I do an impression of the mayor. It fucking kills. And you're like,
Dude,
okay,
I had
and
to
you got to
follow
go up
that
and do
one
an hour.
year. Greg Murphy, who's doing Ships now, went up
Greg
and
Murphy.
annihilated in front of like 400 people, and I went up afterwards.
Yeah, it's
the
fun.
late Mayor Menino of Boston, spot on, and it was hysterical. It's just hysterical.
Yeah, you can't beat that. But those guys,
For
a lot
15
not him.
minutes, he did like a 15-minute
Right.
monologue and just destroyed every word that came out of his mouth because
Yeah.
the late mayor had a little bit of a lisp, and he's using all the towns and the projects that they were
Oh,
doing.
yeah, that's home run. And those guys, though, a lot of those guys, not all of them, but a lot of them, they just never leave town either. They're just like that local hero. They headline on Wednesday and Sunday, they middle on Thursday to Saturday, but they go away knowing the headliner basically didn't follow them. Like they have that attitude, like, you can't follow me. But
Yeah,
meanwhile, they never leave the town.
yeah, and
It's
the
a little
club owner
safety
won't.
net.
Yeah, the club owner won't close them.
No. No, but those are tough, man. When you get into, I hated that when I'd be on the road. You get in there and you see the middle act. It's not a road guy. Like if he's a road guy, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But then if the guy's like, yeah, I live here. I'm like, shit. Okay, cha cha. Bring out that impression of the mayor. I have a silenced call thing on my phone that's just sitting there and it's bugging me. All right, that cleared up.
Are you okay?
So now you go Nantucket, and then when's the big? When are we getting the induction? When do you become the Hall of Famer?
The Rhode
Is that
Island
next week?
Comedy Hall of Fame will be next week. That will be well, it's the 23rd is a Saturday. That's the induction just before the show. And Friday, Bernadette, Paulie, and I are doing a show as well. So get your tickets now. Friday, there's plenty of seats. And
is there a jacket? Will you get a jacket of some kind?
A caricature will be hung on the wall of myself. A large caricature.
So no.
Next to. So no, yes, no. But instead of a jacket, I will get the local artist and comedian Charlie Hall, who's been doing this for 50 years. I'll be right next to Ruth Buzzy.
Oh, wow.
On the wall.
That's cool.
That's cool. Inducted last year. Yeah, it's very cool.
She was a great. And if I don't know if you follow Johnny Dark on Facebook.
A little bit.
The great Johnny Dark. He's good friends with Ruth Buzzy. He's always writing about her, posting pictures from back in the day. And that's a great follow for anybody looking. Johnny Dark, comedian from the 70s and 80s. And now he's a retired grandfather. He posts pictures with his grandkids, but he reminisces all the time and he puts pictures with the stories. They're amazing from the Comedy Store in the 70s. But anyway, Ruth Buzzy is a good friend of his and now will be forever attached to Al Ducharme on the walls of the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame.
That's right. July 23rd, the induction. Bum, bum, bum. And local comedian and favorite, Ace Aceto, will be doing the induction speech.
Oh, Ace.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a few other people there saying things and whatnot. And
tell Ace I said hello.
Oh, you know Ace.
And I do.
Oh, we did the podcast.
That's right. And then during that podcast, he told me we worked together, which I didn't remember, in Rhode Island at the comedy, I guess, connection. And then I go, oh, okay. I kind of faked it like, oh, yeah. And then he goes, no, you were really like instrumental in getting me to feature. He said I told, I forget the woman's name at the club who ran it.
Dana Nathan.
he said it, me and then another guy a week before or 2 weeks or whatever had also said it, so that it really helped. I said to her, this guy should be a middle act. He's good. Shouldn't be an opener, which was nice of me. I'm surprised I did that.
I'm surprised you did it as well. Maybe you
I
didn't
was
like the
happy
middle
to hear
act.
that.
Maybe Simeon was the middle act and he was making it hard for you.
Maybe. Yeah, it was some middle act doing an impression of the mayor. And I said, no, put this kid. He sucks. Put him in the middle.
Get the host. Yeah, the one that sucks. The lightweight.
Exactly.
He deserves it. Set me up.
Yeah. I think there must have been some, plan to my niceness there. So, because that didn't sound like, really? I did that? He goes, yeah. I go, oh, good for me. All right. I'm glad. No, I probably did. I mean, what the hell? I would help somebody out. Yeah. So that's exciting, man.
Yeah, it's
nice.
Pretty exciting indeed. I'm looking forward. It's my hometown too, Cranston. I was born and raised there, and so to have this all happening at this new location. I told you before that the theater, it's called the Comedy Park Comedy Club, and the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame is housed there in one of the different sections of it. But that theater is where I used to go see second run movies. I saw Star Wars there in 1977. Maybe, yeah, because it was the fall. Star Wars was a summer movie, right? A big blockbuster.
Yeah, I believe it was. Yeah.
So I
that's
probably
my guess,
saw it in October, November.
Yeah, each summer there was because I think Jaws started that. You'd have the summer blockbuster. That was 75, 76.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we had those one theaters in Massapequa. We had the Pequa Theater on Sunrise Highway, and it played one movie. And you went to that movie, and many times.
Close Encounters.
Close Encounters was one.
E.T. made like $1 million a day for 90 days, which back then.
When was that? I feel like I was a little older then. Like I don't remember going to see. I probably did, but
80s.
80s. Okay.
Yeah, so that was probably Drew Barrymore was
older.
6 or something.
Yeah.
That was the thing. They said it made $1 million a day, every day in the summer of that year.
Wow.
So it was $90 million, which is a crazy amount of money for a movie to make.
Yeah, and then, but there was no, nowadays. I mean, you can't even. You put a movie out, you don't even know where to find it. But in those days, there were how many movies came out, and then so if it was good, it's going to make money.
Right.
There was we had 3 channels, nothing to do. You go to the movies. Where now I don't think anyone is that even a thought anymore. Hey, we should go to the movies.
I think there's a little bit of a resurgence because of the pandemic. People wanted to say, hey, I'm tired of looking at my 65-inch TV in my living room. Let's go spend.
Have you been to the theater? Have you been to a movie theater since the pandemic?
Yes, I have. I went twice. I went to go see the latest installment of the Daniel Craig James Bond film.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other movie I went to go see? I can't even remember.
Top Gun, Maverick.
No, but I wanted to see it.
We saw it. It was good.
Yeah. Did it bring you back? Did it bring you back to when you were a kid? A young fella?
Well, it made me sad, to be honest. I'll be honest with you. The movie made me sad.
I don't know if I want to go see it now. Maybe I'll wait for it.
Because Tom Cruise is he's like my age or whatever. And he was referred to, he gets shit on the whole movie, and they call him the old guy. And, what the fuck are you doing here? And everybody shits on him. But I don't know why, but everyone, but he's old. Like they're referring to him as an old guy. Like, geez, get out of here, Maverick. And I'm like,
but wouldn't they do that when they do that to a guy who was like 30, 35 in any military branch to these young guys that are coming in? 18,
they would, but just seeing that and thinking of, because it doesn't seem that long ago, you're in the movies and, Cruise is a big star, but he still is, but he's the young guy. Now he's playing the guy past his prime. One more time kind of thing. I'll come back and
with that said, he does look 12 to 15 years younger than he is.
He looks good. And he does those stunts. I mean, they're real, which is cool. Because that going in, then you see it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see in the plane pull like fucking, these G's, and you go, they were actually doing it. So that's kind of cool.
Well, he has a pilot. He's got a jet pilot license, commercial pilot's license, helicopter.
Yeah. It's like if you're a Scientologist, you got to be a pilot, I guess. It's like him, Travolta. Well, it's 2. I don't know about them. Maybe no one else, but they're both pilots and they're both Scientologists. My example stopped at 2. It could be a coincidence.
Well, they have to have that license, and they have to
Probably.
be familiar with it all when the spaceship comes to take
Oh,
them
that's
to
right.
the
They
mother
they
planet.
go to right. They go up there. Yeah, yeah. What was the guy? I was trying to think of it the other day. Coincidentally, what
Jim
was the one with
Jones?
the?
No,
No, the one where they
the
were
Nikes,
all wearing Nikes
Nike sneakers. Yeah.
in bunks, and they found them all in their bunks dead wearing Nikes because they were going up to the space station. Well, do you
Yes.
remember those guys? They had a name that I couldn't think of it. No,
I can't
nothing
remember
there.
the name of the guy, but I know exactly what it was. They told
It's
them all to
funny name. If we
drink the
could,
Kool-Aid, and we're gonna the porthole. You got to put your Nike sneakers on
yeah.
because you have to run, and you want to have good traction because the black hole will open up, and we have to jump through the time warp.
He got an endorsement deal with Nike,
That's what he
and
did, and he
yeah,
left it
I'm gonna
all.
kill. I'm
He
gonna
left
kill
it all
80
to his
people. Can we
relatives.
get a deal?
But they all were in this like
Yeah,
house that they were renting or owned,
right. Yeah,
and
in bunks.
in bunks, which is like the Navy. And by the way, speaking of which,
All
um,
hands on dicks.
the two dicks. I'm
Uh-huh.
staying in one of these beautiful little shingled Newport. It's not little. There's a guest house and there's multiple bedrooms. But one of the big hotels here burned to the ground. It made the news. It made national news.
I didn't hear
And
about it.
there was a bunch of rooms that were used for housing the entertainers and whatnot. So now they lost those rooms. It's peak season. There's hardly any places
Mm.
left. So now we have like twice the amount of people staying in these little tube houses. They're not little. So it's busy here. And
Hmm.
because we arrived late, guess who got the bunk beds? So there you go. Al and Bernadette.
The Hall of Famer
The Hall of
is in a
Famer's in a
bunk
bunk
bed.
bed. Yes, and I have my
This is
Nikes, and I'm going to put them on tonight.
it's outrageous. I don't like it, but okay.
Well,
I mean,
we're
Bernadette, she can
doubled
go to
up. You got
bunk,
to
but
go. You got to go with
you're
the
a
flow
Hall of
here.
Famer for God's sake. You
I
know,
agree.
should be wearing a gold jacket
But the
with
room that was
with a
supposed
Rhode
to be
Island logo.
the room that was supposed to be ours is an ensuite, and it's pretty nice. I'm actually recording from it now because it's the only quiet place in the house. There's a lot of people here. It's not.
I
There's not
see.
6,000 passengers, but there's a dozen.
Well,
people
it's
here.
yeah, but in a smaller thing, it feels the same. Yeah. Hey, I was out yesterday. I'm walking on the track there, listening to a podcast. I don't remember. I was trying to think of whose podcast. I don't remember, but because I found it on YouTube. Anyway, it was a great story. Just want to tell you this. Maybe you've heard this story, but I loved it. Where it's at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles. And this is the height of the Chappelle show. So what are we doing? Mid 90s,
Mm-hmm.
I guess,
Yeah.
late 90s.
Late 90s.
Height of Chappelle. So Chappelle is in LA. He goes to the Laugh Factory and he wants to do some time. Okay. So Jamie is the owner, Jamie Masada. He goes up to and I guess he has an accent. I don't know the guy, but is there an accent? Because in the story there was an
I
accent.
believe he's from Israel.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do the accent. I don't know what he sounds like. But anyway, Chappelle comes in and Jamie goes, "Oh, Dave, we'd love to have you up. Okay, but it's Dane's night. It's meaning Dane Cook.
Mm-hmm.
It's Dane's night. So do a tight 10." And this is the height of the Chappelle show. Like
I think that's 2002 or something.
okay.
Okay.
So Chappelle looks at him and goes, tight 10? And he goes, "Yeah, it's Dane's night." And he repeats it again, like, it's Dane's night. So you do 10. And he goes, "Okay. All right. Yeah." So then the guy, whoever the guy was, he was somebody, not a comic. He was working there or something. He
Mhm.
goes, we're all thinking, oh, Chappelle's going to do fucking 2 hours. It's guaranteed.
Mhm.
He goes up, he does a tight 10. Boom. Super tight. Gets off. Crowd's going insane. And then he's right before he gets off. So he goes, good night. Then he goes back, takes the mic and goes, "You know what?" He goes, "I'm going to go out in the parking lot and smoke a couple cigarettes. And if anybody wants a picture or just talk, I'll be out there. I'll be out there." The entire room goes out with Chappelle to the parking lot. He passes by Jamie and he goes, "Hey, I know it's Dane's night." And they just walk out. That is fucking savage, man.
Now that is a mistake that someone made. Now, the backstory is that Dane, the rumor was, he paid $2 million to have Dane's night. at the club.
Mhm.
But also, he's a business partner, so he's actually making money off of his $2 million investment. But
Okay.
a part of the agreement, again, this is rumor, was that he'd have his night and Dane could do as much time as he wanted to. And Dane would. He would go up on stage, do an hour, 2 hours. I think
Right.
one night he went for the record and did like 8 hours, which is basically just talking.
Yuck.
And every once in a while, something will be funny.
Yeah. Nobody.
As the audience is changing.
Pryor, Carlin, nobody needs to see anyone do 8 hours.
Well, Chappelle did it too. So
He does. I know. I don't want to see Chappelle for 8. I can barely get through an hour special with these guys. Let alone,
the Wayans brothers would come in and do that all the time at the Strip. They'd come in and go, "Yeah, I'm just going to work out some material because they're recording something," and they go up there and just sit on a stool and meander for like an hour and 15, and then everybody would go to the bar, get paid, and leave the comics because they had other shows or whatever.
Yeah.
And the crowd just standing there staring at them. Once they get over the initial, oh my God, it's Damon
Wouldn't you have
Wayans,
loved to see?
wow. And then 5 minutes of funny, and then he's working on all new shit. And they're like,
right. Well, wouldn't you love to see that? I mean, would have loved seeing that crowd follow him. And the room's empty. That's it.
oh yeah, the Chappelle story is hysterical. Yeah, that's hysterical. Because if you have the hottest show and you say it's Dane's night. Now, if Dane, I don't know the circumstances, did Dane have wind of that?
I don't know.
Because if Dane's ego got in the way, that was a faux pas. Because Dane could have either said, "Go tell him it's my night," or just go, "No, that's Dave Chappelle."
I don't know any of those deets. I just know the story.
Let Chappelle do whatever he wants. Do a half, 45, whatever he wants.
What the best is because everyone's thinking, oh, he's going to do 2 hours. He's going to go fuck that and just do 2 hours. He does his 10, but then I'm going to go smoke a cigarette.
I'll be on the parking lot if you want to come hang and chat it up.
Yeah, let's take some pictures.
Hey, listen, we got to wrap it up because there's a schedule and people want to come back into this room.
I'm not wrapping shit, man.
All right, Chappelle, calm down.
I got
go out in the parking lot. We'll take some pictures.
All right.
Get to the gym, and I don't know. You got to lose that gut, buddy.
Got to lose that gut. It has a lot of wisdom. Why would I want to lose my gut? That bit fucking died.
I tried it a couple of times.
Yeah, I tried it too. It sucked. But what are you gonna do? They can't all be gems. They'll try it again. No,
so, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in.
Have a nice festival. Enjoy it.
Thank you, Patreon members. Patreon/forwardthetwodicks.com.
Join us, please.
Good luck in prison.
Iceberg, dead ahead. Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The2Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What?
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe. Mary. This was a horrible mistake.
Go to patreon.com/forwardthetwodicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.